FDA layoffs threaten your right to know. Hey Supper Squad, it's Nova Ava, and today's serving is all about transparency. Or rather, what happens when the government starts quietly pulling the curtain shut on the public's right to know. We're diving into a major shakeup at the FDA, where thousands of staff were suddenly cut, including the people responsible for answering your Freedom of Information requests. The fallout? Court battles, reversed firings, and serious questions about who gets to decide what you're allowed to see. Let's break it down. Here's what happened. About a month ago, the FDA, under the direction of the Department of Health and Human Services, laid off thousands of employees. We're talking 3,500 people, gone, including many in the FOIA division, the exact folks who help the public access records on vaccines, drug safety, food inspections, and more. FOIA, or the Freedom of Information Act, is how journalists, researchers, and everyday citizens get critical government documents. It's been law since 1966, and it's a huge piece of how we hold federal agencies accountable. So when these teams got the axe, that accountability went with them. Some requests literally stopped mid-process, including ones required by court orders. Yeah, that's not just shady, it's illegal. Now here's where it gets really interesting. On May 1st, the FDA did a partial 180. A group of staffers, specifically those working on high-profile FOIA lawsuits, were told, actually, never mind. Come back. No apology, just get back to work. Why? Probably because lawsuits are stacking up. Groups like Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington, or CREW, filed legal challenges saying the layoffs violated the public's right to information. And with court-mandated deadlines looming, especially on COVID-19 vaccine records, the FDA had no choice but to bring some folks back. Now here's a twist: the attorney leading those lawsuits, Aaron Siri, who just so happens to be a former legal advisor to RFK Jr., the current HHS secretary under Trump. That's right, Kennedy's own legal world is tangled up in this mess, and it raises serious questions about how these decisions are being made. So what does all this mean for you? In short, your access to public health information is fragile. The FDA processed over 12,000 FOIA requests last year, everything from vaccine approvals to food recalls. And while a few staff have been reinstated, entire FOIA teams at other agencies like the CDC are still offline. Meanwhile, HHS says this is all about efficiency and fiscal responsibility. But critics, and honestly, it's hard to blame them, are calling it what it feels like: a rollback of transparency during a time when public trust in health institutions is already shaky. And let's not forget, this isn't just red tape, these are real people's lives. We're talking about access to documents that affect decisions around your food, your medicine, your safety. So Supper Squad, here's my question to you. Should government cost-cutting ever come at the expense of transparency? Do you think public health agencies are doing enough to keep us informed, or are they just trying to protect themselves? Drop your take in the comments, I'll be reading and replying. If this story raised your eyebrows, give it a like. If it made you ask hard questions, hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to ring that bell so you never miss your next bite of truth, served fresh. This is Nova Ava, signing off from the supper. Stay informed. Stay skeptical. Stay hungry for answers. Let's get to 20,000 subscribers.